Sorry. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. So, I think everyone is enjoying these lectures on this course. I think it's almost 4 to 5 years the course is operating. So, if you have any question, you can put up. Okay. So, before just to start, already I think some people have already wrote the question on YouTube. So, I think one student Sanjana, she has wrote like, please help us to how to solve the problem. But which problem exactly? I'm not aware. So I think waste if it is a waste problem, so obviously we have to follow Solid Waste Management Rule 2016. Clearly has classified like waste has to be segregated in 3 forms, as discussed in the class also: wet waste, dry waste, and household hazardous waste. Likewise, and followed by that bio waste, either we will go for composting or anodization, but dry waste will go for either say recycling, and or otherwise it will go combustion, and remaining will go for also hazardous waste also goes to the incineration plant. Okay. And my idea about like maximum 80% need to be treated inside city, so that 20% could be like which is not recyclable, which is not combustible, not degradable. We should go to the disposal site, properly designed landfill site. So another question from Suresh about what is the use of study municipal solid waste management. What does is required to about? Yeah. So I think this why is so important waste management. I already shared in the class also, and also sharing in many different forum. Now, lot of commercial activities going on in India. A lot of infrastructure is coming up. So until unless we have proper solid waste management in the city, is very difficult to have proper those infrastructure facility can't run. Like take example, like again in today Mumbai got with the water, so proper, and they have a good amount of, I think, proper uh, this pipelines and everything is there, but still they are flooding. Why? Because of waste management. Proper waste management is there. Plastic is there. So plastic is flowing with the water and get choked into those nalas. So that is why I think this flooding issue is very common in urban area. And also this waste management create a lot of health issues and all. So obviously waste management is very important. So to know about that, obviously you have to study this solid waste management course. Some question from the Bhola, like solid waste condition is unhygienic, not systematic, just how this become a harmful or for animals dumping yard, working residential people living from there. Very obvious, na? See, suppose the solid waste is getting disposed into the not in proper sanitary landfill, and is getting dumped in the ground, any open land or low-lying area. Obviously, they and remember that when you talk about Indian or Asian country or South, will get degraded with time, and with this degradation, it will generate leachate, and this leachate once it will mix with the any lake or any water body, or if it is getting mixed into groundwater, so obviously, and this leachate consists of very high amount of metal, high amount of solids, a lot of pathogens. It's very difficult actually to. So that is one problem. Another one, this bio waste also is increasing air pollutant. So good amount of carbon dioxide and other gases, especially methane. If it is in the anaerobic condition, methane will generate. So obviously, methane is not okay. So I think proper segregation is required while in the collection, and proper disposal system is required. Okay. This question by another question by Satyendra. Problem for solving numerical question. Suggest a book. So my slides are is okay actually. There I think I put it almost 2 to 3 different numericals. That is okay, I think. You need not to follow any book and all. But if somebody is interested, there is one book on waste management by, I think I'll share book. I think over email. Mm, so, but I think whatever numerical is enough to solve any solid waste collection from any kind of municipal area. There are 3 numericals that is able to, suppose if someone is working on institute waste, so same formula you can utilize to solve the problem. Okay. There is one question by Reddy. How will get the knowledge to get a job? Things are coming up now. So obviously there are a lot of jobs will be there. Okay. So this is what I had answered. You can write. Yeah. So anyone have any question? Can write it. If you have any question, you can write here. So no one is having any question. Like have everyone understood like how to collect the sample and all? If someone is interested to work research want to in waste management, or any company person who wants to know about more onto the treatment side, just course has been started now. So I think in further classes we'll start with the incineration, recycling, incineration, and followed by composting, anaerobic digestion, biomining. We'll also some discussion on CND waste, e-waste, biomedical waste, and like financing is very important in solid waste management. So we have special 2 to 3 classes on financing, and there are a number of case studies I had included in this course. Like how financing could be possible, and some past projects, some running projects in India. यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. If anyone have any question, please write in the chat box. Questions. नहीं देख रहा. So there is one question on, like, good afternoon, sir. Problem in peak 3 analysis part. So right now, what was the issue in that problem? There is another question on by Sharanya. Sir, can you please explain material mass balance Once again, I am confused. So this material mass balance is specially for the industrial waste and all. Okay. So normally for municipal area is not possible to have material mass balance. So material mass balance is very simple for the industry. Like industry, we know that how much amount of raw material is adding into the industry. Okay. And what kind of material is received by that particular industry. So industry have proper proper place. Okay. So and what kind of product is coming out. So along with the product, what kind of wastewater suppose or what kind of waste is getting produced, and that waste could be like in the air form or water form. We'll calculate those one. That is the mass balance only. Like suppose take example 100 we're adding in the input. So maybe 60% or 70% could be the output. So remaining 20-30% will be the waste material. So by that way, we can calculate that how much is the waste material is generating out of that. That is just to know about how much quantity is getting produced. This quantity could be, I think here in the waste management, we will calculate how much is the waste is getting generated. But similar way, how much amount of wastewater is generating, how much amount of polluted air is getting generating, that is calculating by mass balance, material mass balance. So here in the material mass balance, we're saying that the waste material, like what amount of raw material is adding into that particular industry and how much is coming out and what will be the waste material. That is simple mass balance. So that is not possible for any residential area. Suppose it is gated community. Gated community also, like suppose take example, one institute is there. So take exam like IIT or NIT or any institute which has a gated community. So in the gated community, like their college is also there, their residential also is there, student residence, faculty residence, staff residence. That could be possible. Okay. So there also how much we are receiving, that is difficult actually. So for municipal solid waste is for especially for residential area or commercial area, material mass balance won't work. That is only for the industrial uh, industries wise. Okay. The Mani Kumar is asking like numerical part is tough to understand in solid waste management. May I know much how much marks it will cover in final exam? No, numerical part is not very difficult to understand. I don't know, Mani. It's very simple. Simple equations are there. So see the way we calculated that total amount of waste, how to calculate total amount of time is available. Likewise, simple only we have the calculations. Okay. So for final exam, there could be like one or two questions could be possible from that those numericals. But the way you are writing, like tough to understand. I think just again, if you want any other help, I think you can write me. I'll again share personally to you. Okay, Mani. Don't say that is a tough. It's very simple and simple understanding of calculations. Okay. Anish Kumar is writing, can you give some numerical problems so that we can try? Yeah. Uh, it's good to have. Actually, not many textbooks are available on solid waste management. There is only one book which someone was asking about which book has to follow. That I'll write in the somewhere, okay? That Google reply all. Na? So please write in the Google so that I can give the entire information onto that. I'm not remembering right now which particular book. That book also have, I think, not proper proper solution is given. So I myself tried few unsolved problem from that, but there are a lot of understanding is required to solve those problems. Just see that if possible, I can share few numerical problem. Okay, Anish. So there is one question from the Sharina versus Karishma. As I am from the IT branch analysis part, feeling difficult. Oh, Karishma. IT branch, actually this course is specially for the civil engineering student and also the environmental engineering students. So in India, we have some institutes which will give the BTech degree in environmental engineering, like IIT Bombay. They just started BTech in environmental science and engineering. And we have a number of institutes, we have MTech in environmental engineering. But I think this course is also normally we propose for the BTech program as in solid waste treatment or solid waste management simply, or municipal solid waste management, which I normally I also teach in IIT Guwahati. This course is and this is a special course which I propose for the BTech student, for fourth year BTech student. But for as an IT background, I think it's good to have those understanding about waste management. This course is only for that one. But for IT, we need IT people also in this course because nowadays that collection and all, na, where even to find it out the disposal site uh, or any transfer station or dustbin locations, we need some computer kind of or IT persons to help into that. Okay. So Karishma has wrote like as a part of our academics, we need to other than IT course, sir. Oh, no. You have took this course just for academic purpose, so then I can't help you. But it's good to attend, I think, this class. Just remember, Karishma, this course is there are a lot of, we just started, I think. This is the first one. We'll see two more time in this semester. So as I told in the previous also, now recycling, there are few classes on recycling, incineration, like waste to energy. We'll have 4 to 5 classes on composting, 4 to 5 classes on anodization, financing, LCA. Then many more are there. So hopefully only numerical is the, I think most of you will face something mathematics into that, but remaining is just theory about that. So Karishma, hope I think you'll be able to understand that. Okay. So this another question from, yeah, you're writing that week 3. That is uh, the same issue like numerical problem. So don't worry about that. I think after that, no numerical problem will be there. Only that week 3 or week 4 could be possible. Week 3 only will have those numerical one. So Sharon, I have another question. If the municipal corporate invest in awareness campaign but not in infrastructure like separate beans, trucks, do you think awareness alone will change people behavior? No, no, no. Awareness, but awareness is very compulsory. If any corporation is starting waste management, that is the major problem actually. When corporation used to receive good amount of fund for waste management, but without discussing with the local people or without awareness of the local people, if they are starting any waste management facility, is very difficult to run those facility. See, understand that waste management, suppose any corporation, any municipal body, if they are receiving fund, so they have to have proper stakeholders. So obviously, local residents are one of the very important stakeholders into that. So what corporation normally they do? They do like corporation will be one stakeholder, and another like that company, third party, private company, which will run the compost facility or any treatment facility. So they just these two people will be together, but it should be like those local people also should be there. So I think if suppose they are starting any kind of recycling facility or composting facility, obviously they required segregated waste. For segregation, they required awareness campaign. So without awareness campaigns is not possible. So if you ask me, uh, like I'm asking, like almost I think the awareness has to go continuously. It's not like that 2 days program you organize one colony, people will understand. No, it has to be continuously awareness campaign has to be run, and that could the awareness campaign could continue for a year or maybe months or years. Awareness campaigns are required. So once I think people they know that if you segregate the waste and then everything will be working well, then people will. India is very difficult actually, na, to ask the people for segregation and all. So awareness obviously is required. But what you are writing like infrastructure, they need not to invest in infrastructure. No, no. Parallel, I think all the project has to go. All this program has to run together. Like if they are planning for any recycling facility, so when they start this investment in the infrastructure of recycling facility, parallelly they have to work on the awareness also. Both has to go together. Otherwise, what is happening actually? If they what mostly corporation they do, they'll construct one recycling facility. Like abhi now, what is happening in India now? There are a lot of MRF plants are coming up. MRF is material recovery facilities. So idea behind this MRF facility, like in this, all mixed waste will come to the that MRF facility, and there this dry waste, wet waste will get segregated. Many places they started MRF along with the composting facility, and this dry matter again will get segregated. But problem is that they are not able to operate this MRF because that awareness has been done. Awareness for the segregation. At least that segregation has to be, if the local people will segregate at least that dry wet and wet waste. So that wet waste directly they can go for composting or anodization facility, and dry waste, once it's not mixed with the wet waste, sub-segregation is very easy. So they from that sub-segregation like paper, plastic, rubber, leather, metal, glass. They can sub-segregate, and mostly these materials are sellable. Metal is very good cost. Plastic is very good cost. Almost all kind of plastic are other than like single-use plastic or multi-layer plastic, that is not recyclable. But remaining almost all kind of plastics are recyclable. So I think both has to work together. Yeah. So Mani Kumar has wrote one question. In ongoing MSW course, RDF plant is not some much information, right? Now you can please discuss on this as industrial point of view and how it works. No, RDF actually, I didn't talk much onto the RDF part because just everyone like, what do you mean by RDF is refuse derived fuel. So RDF was already has discussed long in India in 90s. Okay, 90s there are a lot of new projects has been come up on RDF based plant. See, what is the idea behind RDF? You were saying like RDF has not discussed in this course, but why? Because now as you see the rule and regulation, MSW rule 2016, it's already segregated. I think they are saying dry weight and wet waste. So where is the RDF we require? Now MRF is very popular. That I think we have two classes onto the MRF, material recovery facility. So this material recovery facility is nothing but is under the that material facility, and RDF also is along with that. So here in MRF, like in the small corporation where suppose 5 tons or 10 tons they are receiving in the very small corporation. So if the household segregation is not possible in that MRF plant, they'll be able to segregate and create MRF out of that. Okay. Or and if it is getting segregated at MRF facility, so why to go on the RDF one? Because paper, plastic, rubber, leather, glass, everything is recyclable. Textile recyclable, except like multi-layer plastic or Tetra packs. Those are not recyclable. So why to go on RDF part? When you say the RDF means, I think that the RDF is specially for incineration facility. So if the incineration facility they are receiving already segregated material, why we need RDF then? So earlier actually why RDF was very important because we used to receive the mixed waste. So under the mixed waste means in those days like 60%, 70% were wet waste, remaining was 30-40% were dry fraction. So idea behind the RDF one, like how best they will be able to reduce that biological material into that. So all mixed waste they used to go for they used to get mix. They used to go for composting, and through that they used to produce RDF from that. But that was not. We don't have MRF. MRF is not beneficial for us. No, the RDF is refuse derived fuel. So refuse derived just money. I was just sharing the same thing. Like we used to receive the mixed waste, almost 50, 60 or 70% used the biological one. So in MRF facility, they used to degrade that bio waste so that that dry fraction used to increase, like from 30-40% to 60%, 70% dry fraction, which will be recyclable, which will be incinerable. That was the only idea behind the RDF. Okay. So there is one question from Saranya has wrote, but the idea of segregation waste into two, such as wet and dry waste, won't be helpful. Why is not helpful? If the segregation is, as what rule says, it's in the 3 part: wet waste, dry waste, and household hazardous waste. So forget about household hazardous waste that goes to the incineration or any pyrolysis plant. It's very beneficial if wet waste, dry waste is getting collected in the segregated way from the household area, from residential area is always helpful. Why is helpful? Because wet waste directly we can send it to the compost facility or any biogas facility. Dry waste we can send it for the recycling facility or any incineration facility. So see, when someone is asking you like one question, someone will ask you like, what is the prerequisite of solid waste management or municipal waste management? The prerequisite is segregation. So this is not very new or something like that. This we used to say segregation from last 20, 30 years. Even when I started my research in 2001, 2002, on those days also segregation we used to talk. So segregation is always, but now actually, if you ask me, those days we used to say prerequisite was segregation. But now I'm personally is working from last 20 years or 25 years. So I'm sharing the prerequisite is segregation followed by composting. So if you're able to manage the wet waste with the composting facility, your almost I think your problem will get solved very easily. There is one question from Sayan like, sir, which functional element of solid waste management need the most improvement in our country? Obviously, your primary collection is very, very important. Already primary collection in the segregated way. That is what I personally believe a lot of improvements are required. But at least with the Swachh Bharat mission, house to house collection already started. Many cities, many states, they started the collection efficiency, they increase, but it should be in the segregated way. If it is getting in the segregated way, then only it possible to treat or possible to manage the waste. If you collect also 100% of waste, where will dispose that? We don't have place to dispose the disposal. We don't have proper landfill sites. So I personally believe that the primary collection or our collection has to be the improvements are required. Remaining, I think that composting or incineration, those other treatment facility that will work automatically in the efficient way once we have proper collection in the segregated way. So, yeah. So another question is from Bhola Obragade. What is the role in publication relation officer of local self-government for the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan? No, I didn't understand. Like, what is the role in publication relation? What is publication relation officer? Public relation officer of local self-government for the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. I'm not aware about that. What is that? So what in the under Swachh Bharat mission, what central government they have done? They put up one Swachh Bharat mission office in every state, so that whatever the fund they will get from central government, this local state office will provide with the local to the local Swachh Bharat mission office in the state. And this local Swachh Bharat mission office in the state have one proper IS has been allocated for to look after the solid waste Swachh Bharat mission or solid waste management programs. Okay. So Bhola has wrote like present situation about the dumping yard. So Bhola, present situation, the dumping yard. There are a number of projects has been public relation office for propaganda about SBM. Hmm. Bhola, see, public relation officer actually, I'm not much aware about that one. It's a state to state. I think they do like that. But as I told that there is one Swachh Bharat Mission office in every state. Uh, Even the many corporation also they put up one particular guy or they appointed one officer which will connect with the local people with the corporation, like what to do and all. You are asking like present situation about dumping yard. There are number of bio mining projects are running in India. Just wait, I think I have one special lecture on the landfill mining. I'll share a lot of photographs in Delhi. What number of bio mining projects has been working right now. Even Guwahati also, the dump site, the old dump site is getting mined. Uh, So is again depend upon city to city or corporation to corporation whether they have they started that biomining or not. Okay. I hope Bhola, I think I have answered your queries. Sharanya also wrote again. Sir, because I was thinking just two bin still mixes many materials like sanitary waste, e-waste, hazardous waste, which needs separate handling and without further segregation disposal become harder. Very obviously. So this two bin system is not two bin. What you are saying like many material like sanitary, e-waste, hazardous waste, that actually there two when I already shared in the three bins actually. Three way it has to be segregate wet waste, dry waste, and household hazardous waste. So this household hazardous waste is including e-waste also, this all sanitary pad and all that will be in the yellow dustbin or black beans. So I showed some photographs also where Indore and many more other cities I showed that the color of that particular primary vehicle will be uh, green and blue. So I was Sharanya, I was talking about like is it two three bin system. So green and blue will be in the vehicle, that color, where dry waste, wet waste segregated. In backside, there will be one more container that could be in the black color or yellow color, where this hazardous waste has to be disposed into that. And that waste directly they have to send to the incineration facility. So most of the city we have biomedical incineration facilities there. If there is no incineration is running, so in those biomedical waste incineration facility, this waste has to be disposed of. So and for e-waste actually, every city they started e-waste collection in different ways. Like Guwahati also started, our IIT Guwahati also we started e-waste collection drive and all. And there are number of startups are there. They'll collect on e-waste. So officially, e-waste collection from the corporation side, until now, I'm not much aware onto that whether, but some city they already started. But I don't have property information for e-waste collection and all. Informally, there are a lot of collection drives they run for the e-waste collection. because e-waste containing good amount of metals and all. So people are trying to collect the e-waste and all. Okay. So what you are saying, like if it is getting segregated household level, and again getting mixed, mm, that is happening in most of the cities. So it is not helping us. If it is getting segregated in the household area, so the collection crew or collection people has to take it that in the segregated way, and parallelly they have to have compost facility also and recycling facility also. So I was sharing about answer. I was sharing this answer, like we required both the infrastructure together. If you have primary collection, if you want efficient primary collection, so you need one compost facility also, and we require recycling facility also to be ready. Otherwise, if you segregated household level, or and you don't have compost facility, you don't have recycling facility, what is the benefit? So all this program has to run together. Okay. So right, if anyone have any few more queries or questions.
If there is no question anymore, we can end this.
Kushal has wrote like if any projects regarding solid waste mining. Yeah, there are a number of projects that are running in India. Just wait, I think. Just we this course just we started. Later one, I think I'll share number of projects. So even I think one lecture is specially on those PPP projects in India. PPP, like public private partnership project. in solid waste management. It got started long back in 2004, 2005. Number of city was connected around more than 50 city was connected with the under that program called JNNURM, Jawaharlal Nehru National Urban Renewal Mission. That was one very important scheme and very popular scheme was there in India. I think first time I think such kind of scheme has been proposed to increase the infrastructure in the urban centers in India. 2004, 2005. So under that there are number along with the roads, railway, solid waste management, water treatment facility, sewage treatment facilities and solid waste management considered as an infrastructure projects. Earlier, actually, no one used to talk about water treatment, wastewater treatment, or hazard the waste management. So under that scheme, the number of projects has been started under PPP mode. Now also the many these biomining projects under the PPP mode is one very popular mode is. I think just wait. I think there are further. I think you will have one special lecture on that PPP projects and all. Okay, and projects on composting, on remediation, projects on biomining, projects on collection, waste collection. Okay. There is question from Biplab Adhikari. Please tell me about higher studies in India. I want to do MTech and PhD structure through GATE. But a lot of people tell me don't do it because in India there are no scope for job after 7 years. So Biplab, this is not I think under this course, but I'll just answer you this query. Who told you like there is no job and all? Yeah, do the MTech in through the GATE or IIT or NITs. You'll get job. There are a lot of placements we're running at IITs, even NITs, especially in structural engineering, MTech. PhD, if you do, is good actually. Yeah. So don't just listen to those guys. Nah. Yeah. So Sharanya wrote like given today's pollution challenge and lack of proper land for dumping the waste should we view industrialization is harmful for our country. It is more about new industries are managed. No, it's not like see every country should have industrialization has required because we required a lot of jobs and already central government started a lot of infrastructure projects. So obviously without industry is not possible because we required a lot of raw materials for our residential area or for to stay in that particular city or state. So industry is always required. What industry has to do, I think, along with the raw material product generation, they need to look after the waste management also properly. So when you talk about industries, not only the solid waste, but whatever wastewater they are generating. Like you see in Delhi, Yamuna is getting polluted because of industries. And why it is that? Because industry is not able to treat those their waste material, whether it's a wastewater or solid waste. That's why that dump sites also, industries also that putting they're accumulating good amount of waste in those dumping yards. So industry has to take uh, care about whatever because they take care of over their waste material. So obviously they are taking care of their product. So they have to take care of their waste material also. Pollution Control Board is already there to monitor them. We have Central Pollution Control Board. Along with that, we have State Pollution Control Board. They will look after all these industries. Also, there is special court is there, NGT, National Green Tribunal. They are taking care of those industries. So industry has to take care of their own waste material. The corporation can't manage the industrial waste. Okay, but remember that industrialization is very important for every industry, every country. So India and China, I think they are trying to have more industries as the already European country they did the industrialization in long back. Obviously, so we need proper technology to manage the waste. So technology means I think technology is already there. See, we have 50 years, 60 years, we were doing the composting, biogas, incineration. We don't have much understanding, but it's almost, I think, 20, 25 years we are operating incineration facilities now. Then what is the problem? So the major challenge is the segregation. If you do the segregation, then I think most of your solution could be possible. Yeah.
मैं तो टाइम
नहीं,
हो गया
सब निकल गए ना अभी।
हाँ टाइम तो हो गया तो 4:50 5:15 को end होंगे।
It's okay. So it's okay. I think I was able to answer most of your queries, and hopefully, I think you will all enjoy the course and try to register for the exam. No, don't try. Just register for the exam, most of you, because if you get the good grade and all in the exam, you'll get benefit in the your for job positions also in waste management areas. So and I think just go for all assignments. If any queries are there, we are I think my TAs are also there and me myself. I think we'll answer your all queries and also we'll meet one more two more time. I think next month also we'll meet. So So until now, best wishes from my side. Thank you. Thank you.